relationships, it's not uncommon for emotions to run high, leading to breakups that may feel like the end of the world. But remember, true strength is found in how you rise after falling. The key to healing isn't about chasing someone or begging them to return. Instead, it's about focusing on self-improvement and becoming the best version of yourself. When you do this, she will come back crawling to you because of the undeniable transformation she will see. As Steve Maraboli once said, the more you improve yourself, the less you're affected by the opinions of others. To make her crawl back to you, start by rediscovering your passions, enhancing your mental and physical well-being, and rebuilding your confidence. A confident, self-assured man is irresistibly attractive. When you stop seeking external validation and focus inward, she will realize what she lost. It's not about manipulating her into returning. It's about showing her the strength she overlooked. And as your journey of growth continues, it's only a matter of time before she will come crawling back, realizing that you've become someone she can't afford to lose. Number 1, don't run after her. One of the most powerful ways to attract a woman is to demonstrate strength and self-control. Too often men make the mistake of chasing after a woman when she pulls away, thinking that by checking in, sending a cute meme, or liking her posts, they'll stay on her radar. But here's the truth. If you want her to come back to you, you need to show her that you're not going to chase her. You need to make it clear that you're not going to initiate contact, because when you do, you give away your power. Imagine this scenario. She stops texting, maybe even says she needs space. What do? For many men, the instinct is to reach out with a simple message like, "Hey, how's it going?" You think it's harmless, but what you're actually doing is showing her that you still care too much. In her eyes, you've revealed that she holds more power in the relationship than you do. That tiny message tells her you're still waiting for her, that you're still invested, and that you've handed over control. As Marcus Aurelius, one of the most famous Stoics, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. In this case, your mind is your strength. Don't let your emotions control your actions. Instead, remain composed. No texts, no likes on her Instagram, no watching her stories on social media. If she wants to pull back, let her. You're showing her your value by demonstrating that you don't need to chase her for validation. Think about it. How would it feel to have her wonder what you're up to, instead of the other way around? Let her be curious. Let her feel the absence of your attention. Eventually, she'll start to question why you haven't checked in. She might even wonder if you've moved on. This is when she's likely to come crawling back. But what if the pain of her pulling away is too much to bear? Use that pain as fuel. After all, suffering can either make you or break you. Think of the heartbreak you've experienced in the past. Did it weaken you, or did it push you to improve? As Friedrich Nietzsche famously said, "That which does not kill us makes us stronger." Instead of wallowing in self-pity, take that energy and redirect it towards self-improvement. When the woman who pulled away sees that you're thriving without her, she'll regret pulling back in the first place. Remember, women are attracted to men who are confident, independent, and emotionally resilient. If you level up every time you're hurt, you'll reach a point where the same women who rejected you will be dying to come back into your life. Ask yourself, when she pulls away, will you chase her and lose your power? Or will you stand firm and make her realize what she's missing? The choice is yours. Number 2, using heartbreak as fuel for growth. In times of no contact, many men make the mistake of obsessing over when she'll reach out, constantly checking their phones every few minutes. But that's not the point of the no contact rule. The purpose is to focus on you. This is your chance to improve yourself in every possible way, whether it's hitting the gym, building your career, or learning new skills. It's time to become the best version of yourself. Why sit around waiting for her to come back when you could make her want to return by becoming the man she can't resist? Think about the most successful men in history. Many of them reached the top after experiencing a major failure, breakup, or loss. They didn't let the pain break them. They used it as fuel to rebuild themselves stronger. What will you choose to do with your pain? Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts, Winston Churchill once said. So each time you feel that urge to text her or check her social media, channel that energy into something productive. The best revenge is not getting her back, but becoming the man she regrets losing. Don't waste hours replaying conversations in your head. Use that time to upgrade your life. The truth is, women are often drawn back to men who level up. Maybe it'll take weeks, months, or even years, but they always notice when a man has transformed himself. And trust me, when she sees the new, confident, successful version of you, she'll think twice about ever leaving. Why not make this your moment? Every hour spent feeling sorry for yourself is an hour you could be using to get closer to your goals. What can you do today to make yourself better, stronger, and more successful? In the words of Eric Thomas, pain is temporary. It may last a minute, an hour, or a day, but eventually it will subside, and something else will take its place. If you quit, however, it lasts forever. Number 3, mastering your emotions is mastering your power. Emotional resilience isn't just about winning someone back. It's about building unshakable strength within yourself. Imagine a version of you so emotionally grounded that no one, not a woman or anyone else, has the power to dictate how you feel. You become immune to the emotional chaos that often pulls people in different directions. That's where true freedom lies. Picture this. The stronger you are emotionally, the less you seek validation from external sources. Think about the men who stand out, those who are magnetic to women. They're calm, composed, and collected. And not just in relationships, but in every aspect of life. Emotional strength is the cornerstone of all successful relationships and, frankly, all success. Without it, you're constantly at the mercy of others' opinions, reactions, and whims. Every minor challenge or her withdrawal feels like a personal attack. But when you master emotional resilience, you rise above it. You become the kind of man who doesn't let anyone else dictate his emotions or reactions. And that is the key to long-lasting attraction. Women are drawn to men who can control their emotions, who aren't rattled, even when everything else seems to be falling apart. So, how do you start? Practice emotional detachment in every area of your life. This doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop reacting. You don't let her mood swings, her silence, or even her distance dictate your emotional state. You stand firm. And when you do, something incredible happens. You become the steady force she can lean on, the man who remains unshaken in the face of challenges. That makes you irresistible. Consider the most successful men in the world. They don't get thrown off by every minor obstacle. They remain calm under pressure, and that's why they succeed. The same principle applies to relationships. When she tests you, pulls away, or gets emotional, you stay calm. You don't react emotionally because your value doesn't come from her approval. It comes from within. The next time she withdraws or starts testing you, don't react. Don't blow up her phone. Don't rush to fix everything. Instead, remain calm, focus on yourself, and show her that her behavior doesn't control you. This is what separates the men who win in relationships from those who don't. Emotional strength is your shield, and once you master it, no one, not even the most challenging woman, will ever control you again. As Bruce Lee said, the successful warrior is the average man, with laser-like focus. That focus starts within, on your emotions. You can't control her actions, but you can always control how you respond. And that's the key to becoming emotionally unstoppable. How would your life change if you were the master of your emotions in every situation? Number 4, let invisibility be the rule. Sometimes silence speaks louder than words. The no-contact rule is one of the most powerful strategies in relationships because it flips the usual dynamic. By staying completely silent, no messages, no calls, no checking in, you remove yourself from her world, and that's when the real psychology kicks in. She starts to wonder, why? Did you lose interest? Are you seeing someone else? Uncertainty triggers curiosity and the fear of loss. In today's world, constant connection is the norm. We're always texting, sharing stories, checking in. But when you fade into the background, you stand out. It's like stepping away from the noise. And suddenly, your absence creates a space. That space, it makes her realize what she's missing. Over time, her curiosity shifts to action. Eventually, she'll reach out. Understand the real goal here. No contact isn't just about attraction. It's about focusing on yourself, regaining balance, and clarifying what you truly want. As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The point isn't to control someone else, but to grow within yourself. Stay committed. When the urge to reach out hits, ask yourself, what's my ultimate goal? Sticking to this principle not only improves your relationships, but enhances your self-worth. And remember, patience is key. In the words of Epictetus, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Trust the process, because silence can create the longing for answers, and that might just be what brings her back. Number 5, push back emotions. Pushing back emotionally is a powerful concept that many overlook. It's not about being emotionless. It's about pulling back the excessive energy you're giving. When you stop caring so much, she starts to care more. This isn't a game. It's reclaiming your power and self-worth. Most guys struggle here because they're afraid that showing less interest means losing her. But here's the paradox. The moment you stop obsessing, stop reacting to every little thing she does, and stop chasing her validation, you suddenly become more attractive. Think back to when you desperately wanted something, a job, a deal, or someone's attention, just because it was out of reach. The same psychological principle applies here. So, what happens when you pull back? You must act like her distance doesn't affect you. No texts, no calls, no checking her social media stories. It's as if you're invisible. Why? Because when she feels your absence, she starts thinking about you. She begins to wonder, did she mess up? Are you seeing someone else? Have you moved on? That's when the tables turn. In today's hyper-connected world, where social media makes it difficult to go through a day without knowing what others are up to, pushback emotions are incredibly powerful. When you don't react to her posts or engage with her updates, she starts feeling your absence in a different way. Like Steve Jobs said, sometimes life hits you in the head with a brick. Don't lose faith. Sometimes letting go and stepping back is the best way to show strength. By pulling back emotionally, you create a sense of scarcity. Suddenly, your attention becomes rare, and she craves it more. So, are you ready to give her the space she needs to realize what she's losing? Number 6, absent to create highlights. Imagine this. You're always the one reacting to her Instagram posts, liking her pictures, and commenting on her stories. You think you're showing interest, but in her eyes, you're just another guy competing for her attention. Now picture what happens when you stop. You don't like her latest selfie, you don't comment on her new post, and you don't even view her story. Suddenly, you've created a mystery, a puzzle she can't ignore. Why hasn't he texted me? Why didn't he like my picture? Your silence speaks louder than words. The key lies in maintaining the right distance. When you're captivated by someone, the instinct to stay close can be overwhelming. But it's crucial to create space, allowing both of you to breathe and to keep that spark alive. This doesn't mean ghosting her or ignoring her completely, but rather resisting the urge to always be the one reacting. True attraction grows not in constant proximity, but in the anticipation of what's to come. Sometimes her charm will make you want to respond immediately, whether it's a text, a call, or a like on social media. But real power lies in restraint. When you resist, you give her a chance to miss you. In today's world, where everyone is always connected, silence is golden. If you're always available, she never gets the chance to feel your absence. But when you pull back, when you're no longer a constant presence, she starts to feel the void you left behind. Remember the wisdom of Aristotle. Nature abhors a vacuum. When you step away, the emptiness calls for attention, and she finds herself drawn to you. Think of attention like currency. The more freely you give it, the less value it holds. When she gets it effortlessly, she takes it for granted. But when it's scarce, it becomes priceless. It's the power of scarcity that drives desire. In this case, not reacting at all will evoke an emotional response from her, a response she might not even realize she's having. Here's the challenging part. When she starts seeking your attention again, don't give in too quickly. If she posts something specifically to catch your eye or sends a vague message intended for you, stay composed. Don't react right away. Let her feel that you're not so easily accessible. This unavailability will drive her crazy and make her think about you more. In a world of endless noise and constant messaging, your silence becomes your most potent weapon. When she realizes she can't get your attention like before, she'll be the one chasing you. Flip the script. Be the guy who stands out by not always being there. You are the priceless prize. So what's the secret to making her miss you? Don't be just another part of the noise. Be the silence she can't ignore. And within that silence lies your power to draw her back to you without saying a word. Remember the wise words of Mark Twain. The right word may be effective, but no word was ever as effective as a rightly timed pause. Master the art of absence, and you will become the presence she can't stop thinking about. Number 7. The rules have changed, girl. Setting boundaries and reclaiming your power isn't just about controlling the dynamics of a relationship. It's about respecting yourself enough to demand the respect you truly deserve. When she comes back, everything must be different. You cannot return to a situation where she holds all the cards. This time, the power has shifted, and she needs to know you are no longer the man who will chase her. If she wants to be in your life, she must respect you, starting with your boundaries. Clarity is the key. You must be clear, not only with her but with yourself. If you're vague about your own expectations, it's easy to slip. Once you've decided on your boundaries, stick to them. Consistency shows that you mean what you say. As Steve Jobs once said, your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. This rings true when it comes to relationships. You must place value on your time and your energy. Don't let her drain you just because she knows how to say the right things at the right time. It's easy to get caught up in the moment, but staying firm will solidify your power. Boundaries without consequences are meaningless. If she crosses the line, there must be repercussions, whether it's spending less time with her, investing less emotionally, or walking away entirely. This shows you value your happiness over her approval. If she tries to play mind games, make it clear you're not engaging. And if she continues, step back, show her you're serious about your standards, and take action if necessary. She may expect the old version of you, the guy who was always available. But what she needs to see is a man who values himself first and foremost. As Warren Buffett said, the most important investment you can make is in yourself. You need to approach this situation with a fresh mindset. When she comes back, she has to earn her place in your life. Don't give her the same access as before. If she was your top priority, now she's not. Now she must show she values your time and respects your new boundaries. Communicate these boundaries clearly but calmly. There's no need to be aggressive or defensive. Simply let her know things have changed, and if she wants to be part of your life, she'll need to respect this new dynamic. Her past behavior will no longer be tolerated, and you are not the man she left behind. You've evolved, and now she needs to rise to meet you if she wants to stay. When she reaches out, resist the urge to dive into long conversations or make immediate plans. Keep the initial interactions light and controlled. If she asks to meet up, let her know you're busy and will reach out when you have time. This sends a clear message. Your time is valuable, and she can no longer expect you to cater to her. Consistency is crucial here. Boundaries only work if you maintain them. If she tests you by pulling away again or playing games, you need to stay strong. She needs to know that if she crosses your lines, you will walk away without hesitation. Respect is non-negotiable, and if she can't give that to you, she's not worth your time or attention. She must see that you've become a high-value man, a man who does not tolerate disrespect or games. Setting clear boundaries will not only make her respect you, but will also ensure the power dynamic remains balanced. If she wants to stay in your life, she'll have to work for it this time. But this isn't just about getting her back. It's about transforming yourself into the kind of man who doesn't need to chase. You are the prize. By focusing on setting boundaries, growing, and mastering your emotional strength, you've completely changed the game. She won't be returning to the man she once knew. Now, you're a challenge, a man she can't easily control. And here's the real power. It's not about getting her back. It's about becoming the kind of man who can walk away if she doesn't meet your standards. This journey is about you, not her. Will she recognize this new version of you? Or will you have to walk away to maintain the respect you've earned for yourself? The choice is hers, but the power is yours. Number 8. Your authentic version. When she finally reaches out, that's the moment you need to stay calm and collected. This is not the time to rush back into things with the eagerness that may have pushed her away before. Now is your chance to show her that you've grown, that you're not the same man she knew. Pay attention to what she says, respond briefly, and maintain your confidence. The key here is not to show too much excitement. She might be testing the waters. Maybe she misses you, maybe she's curious, or perhaps she's just seeking validation. Whatever the reason, the worst thing you can do is react impulsively based on raw emotion. When she sends you a message, resist the urge to reply immediately. Give it some time, wait a few hours, maybe even a day. When you do respond, keep it short and casual, something like, "I've been busy with work." You're not giving her any emotional leverage. You're simply showing that your life is moving forward. This creates a sense of mystery, leaving her wondering, what's he up to now? Has he changed? Does he have someone else? Shift your mindset. Instead of focusing on winning her back, shift your focus to living the best and most authentic version of your life. Natural confidence is magnetic, and people, including her, are drawn to that. It's the uncertainty that pulls her in, but here's the important part. Don't slip back into old patterns. When she contacts you, your instinct might be to dive back in, especially if she seems interested. But this is about resetting the dynamic. Let her work to get your attention. Respond when necessary, but always stay in control by focusing on your life and your goals. Maintain a sense of purpose. Keep chasing your ambitions. The right people and opportunities will align with your life when you genuinely focus on becoming the best version of yourself. If she hints at meeting up, saying something like, "I miss you," or "we should hang out," instead of jumping at the chance, stay calm and say, "Sorry, I'm busy this week." This puts you in control of the situation. You're telling her that she's no longer the center of your universe. A powerful message. You're letting her know that if she wants to meet, she'll have to fit into your schedule, not the other way around. Master your emotions. Use mindfulness techniques to stay grounded. Meditation, journaling, or just taking a few moments each day to reflect can help keep you connected to your purpose and avoid getting swept up in distractions. As Steve Jobs once said, "The ones who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do." By emotionally detaching and focusing on your own growth, you're creating a sense of scarcity around your attention. The dynamic will shift when she realizes you're no longer dropping everything for her, sending a clear signal that your life now has its own direction. Discipline is what turns desire into results. Develop the habit of showing up and doing the work, even on the days when you don't feel motivated. Bruce Lee said it best, "Do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one." When she comes back, she'll find a stronger, more independent version of you. Keep moving forward on your path of self-improvement, and when she returns, she'll be drawn to the confident, self-sufficient man you've become. So ask yourself, which version of you will she meet when she comes back? In the intricate dance of relationships, understanding your value is paramount. When you embrace these 8 powerful strategies, you not only enhance your own life, but also create a magnetic pull that can make her realize what she's lost. Remember, she will come back crawling to you when she sees the strength and confidence you radiate. By focusing on your growth and happiness, you shift the dynamics, compelling her to reconsider her choices. This transformation isn't just about making her want to return, it's about fostering a life that draws her back effortlessly. So, take these steps to make her crawl back to you, and watch as she acknowledges your worth. If you found this insight valuable, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the Stoic Goddess. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and tap the notification bell to catch more incredible videos. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time.